Welcome to lecture series on vector integration. So our today's topic is linear integral independent from curve or path. So first let two functions p and q, which is the variable with the variable x and y, are continuous functions on domain D. If integration on curve C p dx plus q dy remains same for any curve C which is passing through two points A and B, then such line integral is called independent from path. That means if I have two functions, main thing is p and q are remain continuous, and if I am going to find this integral with the same, if I have changed this curve, right? So it is called independent from path or a given curve. In this case, if I have a curve C and I am partitioned this curve C into C1, C2, C3 up to so on, this is also remain same if I am participate this curve C in this particular region. So there are two theorems on this topic, which is linear integral independent from path or curve. So first theorem statement is, if integration on curve C p dx plus q dy is independent of path in domain D, then there exists a function f xy such that del f by del x is equal to pxy and del f by del y is equal to qxy. Next theorem is, if for an integral region D, partial derivatives are continuous, and if the line integral this is independent of path, then only then del p by del y is equal to del q by del x. So this theorem we are going to use in our example. If you have asked that prove the integral line integral is independent from path. So how you show that the line integral is independent of path or not? So first you find out the functions p and q, then after you first derivative with respect to y and derivative of q with respect to x. If both are same, then my line integral is independent of path. So let us see first example. Prove that the line integral integration on this 2 points 0, 0, 2 x, y, function p is given that is 6xy square minus y cube dx plus q is equal to 6x square y minus 3xy square dy is independent of path, and also we have to find its value. So for solution, let p is equal to 6xy square minus y cube and q is equal to 6x square y minus 3xy square. So earlier we see theorem, that is if I have to prove that my line integral is independent from path or not. For that I have to find del p by del y and del q by del x. So first find del p by del y, that is 6x is a constant and derivative of y is 2. So 12xy minus 3y square, and del q by del x is also 12xy minus 3y square. So here you see that del p by del y is equal to del q by del x. So it will imply that the line integral 0, 0 xy 6xy square minus y cube dx plus 6x square y minus 3xy square dy is independent of path. Next we have to obtain its value. So for that you learn in your BSc, that is if del p by del y and del q by del x are same, so that is the concept of exact solution method. So we use the concept of exact solution method from exact solution method. The value of integral is equal to integration on curve C p xy dx plus qxy dy. We are taking y as a constant, and here terms which is independent of x. So is equal to my curve which are passing through 2 points 0, 0 and xy, and here 6xy square minus y cube dx plus here you have to write term which is independent of x. So my q, there are not any term which are independent from x. Here x, so 0. Integrate this with respect to x. So it is 6y square as it is x square by 2 minus xy cube and 0, 0 xy. So here 3, and first you put x and y will give 3x square y square minus xy cube, and your 0 term become 0. So this is my answer, means value of function f of x, y. So our next topic is surface integral. If a vector function f bar is defined on a curve C in R3, and my next vector is r bar, that is x, y, z, you can write it as x I caret plus y j caret plus z k caret. Then we can find a surface integral which is integral on curve C f bar dot product with dr in R3 as line integral. So here dr is what? The derivative of this vector. So let us see example. If I have vector function f bar, the value of is y, z, second coordinate is xz plus 1 and third coordinate is xy. So here also you can write it as y z I bar plus z xz plus 1 j caret plus xy k caret, and C is line segment joining these 2 points. First is A100 and second one is B214. So first find integral on curve C f bar dot product with dr. So is equal to integration with these 2 points is on this 2 point is 1 0 0 and 2 1 4. Put the value of this function, that is yz xz plus 1 and xy dot product with dr, that is dx dy and dz. So is equal to integration on these 2 points 1 0 0 2 1 4. dot product, that is y z dx plus xz plus 1 into dy plus xy into dz. So is equal to multiply these terms, we get yz dx plus xz dy plus, first write this term, so xy dz plus here dy. So is equal to integration 100 to 14. This is what derivative of xy z plus dy. So whenever you are integrating, this will become xyz and plus y with the limits 1 0 0 and 2 1 4. Put these two limits, that is value of x 2, value of y is 1, value of z is 4 plus y, that is 1 minus 0 and term become 0. So 4 into 2 8 plus 1 and that is 9. So this is my answer. This is what the surface integral, and how we find the dot product of given function, given vector function and r, that is dr. So you can write it as dx dy dz in R3. Next topic is area using surface integral. So if for the given surface and its equation can be written as z is equal to phi of xy, then the area of the smaller part of the surface, that is denoted by d sigma, can be found as, so d sigma is equal to square root of 1 plus del z by del x whole square plus del z by del y square del y whole square into dx into dy, and the surface area S is given as integral on curve C into d sigma, and put the value of d sigma here. My region is, please remember, that is rxy, which is only the function phi with variable x and y. Let us see example of surface area. So find the surface area of the sphere. The equation of sphere is given that is x square plus y square plus z square is equal to a square. So this is the sphere with center origin, that is 0 0 0 and radius a. So solution, the surface area of sphere you can part in two, that is 2 times surface area of the upper half part of a hemisphere, right? So you can write it as the surface area of sphere is equal to 2 times surface area of the upper half part of a hemisphere. So now for a sphere, and we know that the equation of upper half hemisphere, that is equation of upper half hemisphere is z is equal to square root of s square minus x square minus y square. So for this formula we have to find del z by del x and del z by del y. So first find del z by del x. partial derivative of z with respect to x. So first square root, that is 1 upon 2 times square root of s square minus x square minus y square, and with respect to x, so put derivative of this x square, that is minus 2x. To get cancels, will give x minus x upon square root of a square minus x square minus y square. So del z by del y is similar minus y upon square root of s square minus x square minus y square. Now find 1 plus del z by del x whole square plus del z by del y whole square, and take it square root. So is equal to 1 plus del z by del x whole square plus del z by del y whole square, and take its square root. So is equal to 1 plus del z by del x whole square. So here minus plus. So x square upon s square minus x square minus y square plus y square upon s square minus x square minus y square, and take square root. Simplify this term. Take LCM as s square minus x square minus y square plus x square plus y square upon s square minus x square minus y square. So x square get cancelled, y square get cancelled. The square root of s square, that is a, and it's upon square root of s square minus x square minus y square. So surface area of function, that is, suppose I call it as S. So we have the formula of surface area. S is equal to integration on curve C into d sigma. So is equal to double integration Rxy, and that is sigma is equal to 1 plus del z by del x whole square plus del z by del y whole square, and take its square root into dx into dy. So put all this value here, we get 2 times double integration. First limit is 0 to a. My radius up to a, so 0 to a, and my my y coordinate will running between minus square root of s square minus x square up to plus square root of s square minus x square into a upon what is the value of square root of 1 plus del z by del x whole square plus del z by del y whole square, that is, we have find here a upon square root of s square minus x square minus y square into dx into dy. Why I am here writing 2 times? Because here first earlier we have seen that the surface area of sphere is equal to 2 times of surface area of the upper half hemisphere. So 2 is required. Here my integration in x and y. So let x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So convert this in polar form, and here you know that the value of Jacobian J is r, and value of theta is 0 to 2 pi, and r is in between 0 to radius, that is a. So put all this value in my integration. So s is equal to 2 times 0 to 2 pi, and second integration with limit 0 to a So a upon square root of a square. Here x square minus y square. Also taking minus outside will become minus r square. And the value, put the absolute value of Jacobian, that is r into dr d theta. So here 2a double integration 0 to 2 pi 0 to a with a square minus r square minus 1/2 into r dr d theta. Integrate this with respect to r will give minus 2a 0 to 2 pi and square root of s square minus r square and limit 0 to a d theta. So is equal to minus 2a. Put value of a and a value of r is equal to a and next r is equal to 0. When you are putting a, term becomes 0, and when you are put 0, that is integration with 0 to 2 pi 0 minus a d theta. So is equal to s is equal to minus 2a. Integrate this term minus a theta with limit 0 to 2 pi. So will become minus 2a into, put a is equal to theta, theta is equal to 2 pi, so that is minus a into 2 pi, and when you are putting 0, term becomes 0, that is minus minus plus and 4 pi a square. This is the surface area of given circle, that is x square plus given sphere, that is x square plus y square plus z square is equal to a square. Next we have given some notes, that is if surface is given that z is equal to f of xy, then the double integration on surface S of the vector v bar into n bar into dx into dy upon absolute value of n bar into k bar, where my n bar is gradient phi upon gradient absolute value of gradient phi, and here phi is function of xyz. And what is k bar? K bar is the vector 0 0 1. What is gradient phi? Gradient phi is equal to the partial derivative of x, this function, partial derivative of phi with respect to y, and partial derivative of phi with respect to z. So value of gradient phi, this is the order pair with these three coordinates. Right, so some example is given over here, and given that the vector v bar is equal to y I caret plus z j caret, we can write it in terms of this ordered pair, that is y, z and 0, and my surface S is a part of some plane which is 2x plus 2y plus z is equal to 2. Then we have to find that double integration on surface S Vn into d sigma. So this is nothing but d sigma, and Vn is v bar into n bar. So let us see solution. So first my phi of xy z, that is 2x plus 2y plus z minus 2. So first we have to find gradient phi. For that we have to find the value of del phi by del x, del phi by del y, and del phi by del z. So phi is this, and del phi by del x is derivative of this, that is only 2, 0, 0 and 0. Del phi by del y is also 2, and del phi by del z is plus 1. So gradient phi is equal to del phi by del x, del phi by del y, del phi by del z. Put all this value, that is 2, 2 and 1. You can write it as 2i caret plus 2j caret plus 1k caret. Next we have to find absolute value of gradient phi. So absolute value of gradient phi, that is nothing but square root of del phi by del x whole square plus del phi by del y whole square plus del phi by del z whole square. Put all this value. Square root of 2 square is 4, 2 square is 4 plus 1 square is 1, that is square root of 9, which is 3. So my n bar is gradient phi upon absolute value of gradient phi. So gradient phi is 2, 2, 1 and absolute value of this 3, that is 2 by 3, 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. You can write it as 2 by 3 I caret plus 2 by 3 j caret plus 1 by 3 k caret. Next, k bar is equal to 0, 0, 1 and find dot product of v bar into n bar and also dot product of n bar into k bar. So first we have find n bar, dot product of n bar into k bar. So my n bar is dot product of n bar into k bar is equal to, n bar is 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 by 3, dot product with k bar, that is 0, 0, 1. So value of this is 2 by 3 into 0 is 0 plus 2 by 3 into 0, that is 0 plus 1 by 3 into 1, that is 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3. Now absolute value of n bar into k bar, that is absolute value of 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3. Next we find d sigma. So value of d sigma is 2x into dy upon absolute value of n bar dot k bar. So dx into dy and absolute value of this is 1 by 3. So that is 3 dx dy. Next we have to find v bar into n bar. So put the value of v bar. V bar is given and that is y into z and 0 into n bar. N bar is 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 by 3. So simplify this, that is 2 by 3 y plus 2 by 3 z. So taking 2 by 3 common will give 2 by 3 y plus z. So finally now double integration on surface S V and d sigma is equal to double integration with region Rxy v bar dot n bar into dx dy upon absolute value of n bar into k bar. Put all these value, double integration with region value of v bar into n bar, that is 2 by 3 y plus z, and the value of dx into dy upon absolute value of n bar into k bar, that is 3 dx dy. So into 3 dx dy, 3 get cancelled, taking to outside, that is 2, double integration with region Rxy y plus z dx dy. So now my integral in become two variable x and y, so it is only in xy plane. So here we put z is equal to 0 of the equation of plane. So equation of plane is 2xy 2y plus z is equal to 2. So put here z is equal to 0. Why? Because my integral is in xy plane. So will become 2x plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0. So for limit, if we are see this plane by geometrically, the limit for x is in between 0 to 1, and my y is in between 0 to, if you are put this value, that will become 1 minus up to 1 minus x. So integration I is equal to 2 times, first is 0 to 1, the limit for x, that is 0 to 1, and limit for y, that is 0 to 1 minus x, and y plus z into dx dy. Put the value of z, so that is 2 times 0 to 1, 0 to 1 minus x y, and 2x plus 2y plus z minus 2 is equal to 0. So here we have to find the value of z, and that is become 2 plus, sorry, here is minus, so 2 minus 2 minus 2x minus 2y into dx dy, and will become is equal to 2 times integration, that is y to minus y minus 2x into, first we here put the limit of y, so dy into dx. Integrating these terms, will get 2y minus y square by 2 minus 2xy with limit 0 to 1 minus x into dx. So 2 into, with this integration, put the value of y is equal to 1 minus x, that is 2 1 minus x minus 1 minus x all square by 2 minus 2 x into 1 minus x, and when you are putting 0, term becomes 0 into dx. So is equal to 2 integration with limit 0 to 1. Simplify all this term, will become 2 minus 2x minus 1 minus 2x plus x square divided by 2 minus 2x minus minus plus 2x square dx. When you simplify, the term will become 4 minus 4x minus 1 plus 2x minus x square minus 4x plus 4x square divided by 2 into dx. So 2 get cancels, is equal to 0 to 1, 3x square minus 6x plus 3 into dx. So is equal to, integrate this, become x cube upon 3 minus 6x square divided by 2 plus 3x with the limit 0 to 1. So 3 get cancels, here is 3. So 1 minus 3 plus 3 all become 0, minus 3 plus 3 get cancels 1. So the surface integral, value of surface integral with this vector function is 1.